Here's Randy putting up the hammock.
What? Oh. Whoa.
What do you think, Pepper? Hi, we're Trish
And Randy.
and this video is about our first week in our self-built van. We spent a lot of time building the van. Now it's time to actually use it. So we chose to visit this great Smoky Mountain National Park, which is where I'm from. And we could visit some family while we were there. And, you know, if anything went wrong, we had people nearby that we could go park in their driveway and fix something. And also, before we headed out on our big trip west, we wanted to go by and see everybody. Okay, well, we're making a little lunch. Actually, it's brunch. We got so busy talking this morning that we never ate breakfast. Plus, we had to work out our campsite situation and all that. Instead of the picnic table, we've opted for our intimate little dining experience. Pepper says, give me some. Give me some. Randy was going to wash the dishes at there's a little gray water sink and everything, restrooms and all that here. But we have an afternoon thunderstorm, which is not unusual in East Tennessee in the summertime. That's why it's so lush and green here. But it gives us an opportunity to wash the dishes in our own sink. Now, this is a full-size sink, but I'm not going to fill this up with a bunch of water and suds. That would be a waste. I have this little collapsible bucket, and then I have even a bigger collapsible bucket. All of this goes down into a gray water, well, we have 3 jerry cans that are gray water tanks below. We've turned on the 4-gallon water heater. That's down here, and it's back behind there. Anyway, it's on. You gotta wait a few minutes for that to heat up, and then we'll be ready to go with hot water. Randy has offered to do the dishes. How's it going, Rand?
Good. We're saving water. We have hot water. Yes.
Yay.
And so
He's using a sham wow that he cut up because I forgot to bring anything to scrub dishes with.
But that's no problem.
But you make do.
Look, that's all the water you need. That's like
Yeah, very little.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a pro. You're a pro. I think you should do this all the time. How about that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Cut. Cut.
Okay, so this is how Pepper is spending rainy day time.
Yes. There. That's a
There.
dish.
She loves to sleep in the front seats.
Yes, she does.
So I've got the trash can down there, and then her big fluffy dog bed on top of that.
Yes.
This is at the end of the loop. Now we're walking, so we can go either way we want. So we're actually going backwards. And those ladies who just passed said that they saw a bear and several cubs up in a tree. Very interesting. We'll have to look that one up. 1 week until September, and the dogwoods are starting to turn. It is the next morning, and we are taking a van ride around the loop. And this is the beginning. And we've done this so many times before. So many happy memories. On a bike, I really love this first downhill run. Up there's the smoke from the Smokies, and look at all the horses in the foreground. It's a little church in Wildwood. Isn't that not adorable? This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in this park. Musicians. We had the harpist in the church, and now this person playing flute out in the middle of this huge field. Okay, so here's the mill historic area. They have a gift shop in there. They have restrooms and everything here. We're just trying to get used to life in the van. Here's your puppy dog. And I will just cover this stuff up in the sink. It's one thing I love about having a huge sink. You just put stuff down in there and then cover it up. My guy, my guy, my guy.
You said I couldn't look at it. You had to take a picture of it.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Bring it up here close. Let me see how pretty that is.
Well, I accidentally touched it.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Rotate it.
It's starting to drip.
That is pretty. Well, we went all around the loop and didn't see any deer. And they're right here by our campsite. This one's pretty young. No spots, but pretty small.
I looked and there's a bear on the side of the tree.
There's a
Trish.
tree like 2 feet in front of my front porch, George, and there's 2.
Mama bear. Right above his house, there are 2 baby bears up in the tree. Oh my gosh, we went all the way around Cades Cove and saw the bears here. That's just so amazing. We're on our way up to Newfound Gap. Hey, Chimney Top's Pinnacle. Woohoo! We're at Newfound Gap. We're up here at the top. Now, the Appalachian Trail runs right through here. And you can take off for Mount LeConte from here. We've done that before, and then come down the Alum Cave Bluff Trail. Charlie's Bunyan is a great hike from here. A lot of humidity mist. This is not smoke or anything like that. We're on the road to Elkmont campground. We're going to drive around in there and see if there's a place that we want to camp. Elkmont is a lot closer to Gatlinburg. Oh, and there's a nature trail right there. So we're crossing the bridge, going to our campsite. We're in G section on the river. And we're in spot 3 right here. Okay, we just leveled it. Pretty close. We used all of our blocks. Randy is busy building a fire. Oh, wow. He's doing the teepee method. Fried green tomatoes. Right off the fire. That's so awesome. And I'm working on green beans, and we're gonna have some spicy sausages by the river. Good morning from Elkmont. We came down by the front office to charge our solar because there's a nice flat parking lot down here with lots of sun. And we decided to fix lunch. Look at that beautiful lunch you're having, Randy man.
It's a snack.
It's a snack. This is some cold water. Oh, I'm so glad to see she's drinking the water. And this is why I wear these funny looking sandals. So I can just hike through it. Oh, and it is cold! Oh, how pretty. Oh, there's another island. This is a maximum awesome site. Wow. And this site is B2, and it's for tent campers because it does not have car access to it. But what a beautiful, beautiful site that is. And this site too is really primo. Okay, so here's the park map. Now we're over here, but right now we're in these sites that are for tent only. If it's gray, it's tent only. These are the ones out on that peninsula that were so spectacular. But all of these through here. Some of these, yeah, is both. B7, if it's the blue, it's both.
That's the river, all along the river.
And it's all along the river. We are having an early dinner. Potatoes and onions. And then I'm going to put grass-fed steaks in the pan. Dinner is served. Right across from our campsite. Cookies. But we moved spots. We are now in D4, which I highly recommend. It is flat. We only did one little, it was only a degree off, but now it's perfectly level. We did one lift under each right tire, left tire, depends on how you look at it. And we're going to take Doji on a walk. But these are our new digs. That is one cool tree. It's holy. I'm passing over Stone Bridge on the way to the other trailhead. Beside the river sits Stunt's Cabin, which can be rented for special occasions and events. I'm a tree hugger. Beautiful fireplace. That's by accident. Walk in front of it. The ferry bridge leads to a double fireplace. These are the old cabins that they're trying to raise money to restore these. Okay, so these with the green check marks you can go in. Oh, including that cute little cabin right there. That's so cute. that. Put the windows up here. Look at this. This is fancy schmancy. Wow, bathtub. Plumbing. Beautiful fireplace. Oh my gosh, it's dark. Oh my gosh, it was like they had like a little bathroom in it even. So, Randy, what did we learn from this trip?
Well, let's see. Our first trip is, as all first trips might be, an experience of, well, we think we had things planned right and built right. I think we did pretty well, actually. The van itself is very well equipped and comfortable. The sleeping in the van is comfortable. The cooking, since we do pretty much self-sufficient, dispersed camping is our goal.
That's not what we did this time, though. We were actually in the national park for the whole time.
Right.
But national parks do not have electric, or this national park doesn't have electric or water at your campsite. So it was kind of close to being dispersed camping, even though we were in a campground. Oh, but what did we find out about the east? Very shady. How did that affect us?
Yes. Very shady refers to, since we rely on solar panels to charge our batteries. If it's very shady, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get the charging.
And we use a lot of energy.
Yeah, we're using induction cooktops. We're using microwaves. We turn on the water heater every once in a while, mainly to wash dishes.
What we decided to do to solve that when we got back to Atlanta, you talk about that.
Okay, so the sources of charging our batteries are obviously the solar panels, number one. We do have a shore power capability where if we have access to shore electricity, we can plug in and charge batteries that way. But we found out sometimes that's just not enough. So I installed what's called a DC to DC charger. And what that does is it accommodates and charges your batteries through your alternator when your engine is running. And that's great when you're driving, because why not just flip a switch and charge your batteries while you drive.
Now, a lot of people want to know about internet. In national parks and most national parks, you're not going to get any cell service. We do not at this time have a WeBoost or any kind of service that's going to help us with that. We are seriously considering it because we need cell service. We don't mind being off cell service for a while. But in order for me to upload videos or watch videos or any of that, we do need some cell service or just stay in touch. Now, we did, for emergencies, get
a Garmin handheld. It's called GPS Garmin 66i, which is one of their newest versions. The capability of this is, as Trish was just mentioning, staying in touch. This uses satellites. So if we don't have phone service, Wi-Fi, whatever, we can literally access satellites.
To at least send text messages and stuff to keep in touch with our boys, because we don't want to be totally out of touch.
Right, and also for emergency situations, on the side here is an SOS feature, which again uses satellites. If you're lost or an emergency, you press that and that's all they need to locate you. the emergency services. Yeah, pretty much it.
Yeah. And anyway, thanks for joining us on our first week out on the road. We're going out west. So hit the bell icon and you'll be notified when we upload those videos. Also, please subscribe, hit the like button. YouTube algorithm likes it when you do all that sort of thing. And we're newbies, we're beginners, we need all the help we can get. So continue to join us on Wonder Wonders.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.